welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going on a journey that every single one of us takes multiple times a day without ever even leaving our chair. We're going to follow our food through the incredible hidden world of the digestive system.
You know that very first bite? It kicks off this remarkable hours-long chain reaction inside you. We're going to uncover the science of how your body and the bodies of other animals masterfully turn that food into fuel.
Okay, so first things first. Let's start with a really fundamental difference in the living world. Plants are pretty self-sufficient, right? They're like little solar-powered food factories. But animals, well, we're consumers. We have to get our energy by eating other living things, which means we need a specialized system to process all that food. And this whole process, everything from the specific nutrients an animal needs to how it actually gets its food, and finally, how its body puts all of that to use for growth and energy, that's the science of animal nutrition. So let's start with the system we know best, our own. And you can really think of it as a digestive superhighway, this long, winding tube called the alimentary canal, where our food is about to begin its wild ride. And here it is, the full map of that journey. It shows this continuous path with all these key stops along the way. You've got the mouth, the esophagus, the stomach, and those super long, winding intestines. We're also going to see how crucial organs like the liver and pancreas play their part too. Our journey begins right at the very first stop, the gateway. Scientists call it the buccal cavity, but you and I, we just call it the mouth. So, right here, the process of ingestion, that's just the fancy word for taking food into the body, gets started. And right away, that food is getting attacked and broken down in two really important ways. So the first attack, it's all mechanical. Seriously, think of your teeth as this highly specialized toolkit. The incisors at the front are the slicers, the sharp canines act as piercers, and the big molars in the back, well, they're the heavy-duty grinders. The goal is simple: smash the food into smaller pieces. Why? To increase its surface area for what comes next. And get this, at the exact same time, a chemical attack begins. Your salivary glands release saliva. And it's not just for moisture. Nope, it contains a special enzyme that immediately starts breaking down complex starches into simple sugars. So yeah, right here, in your mouth, digestion has officially begun. Okay, so once you swallow, that ball of food, which now has a cool name, it's called a bolus, plunges down the esophagus, heading for the next critical stop, the acid chamber of the stomach. And it arrives here, the stomach. Think of it as this muscular, J-shaped bag that acts like a powerful churning chamber. This is where the real breakdown of proteins begins. But hang on, how did we ever figure out what goes on inside this mysterious, hidden organ? I mean, it's not like you can just look, right? Well, the answer comes not from some pristine lab, but from a truly incredible and honestly pretty bizarre story. Okay, picture this. It's 1822. A man named Alexis St. Martin suffers a shotgun wound. Miraculously, he survives, but it leaves him with a permanent hole, a fistula, leading directly into his stomach. His doctor, William Beaumont, realized this tragic accident was an unprecedented scientific opportunity. So, through this literal window into a human stomach, Beaumont could watch digestion happen in real time. He saw the stomach walls churning and proved it secreted powerful acids and juices that could dissolve tough pieces of meat. This strange, unfortunate accident completely revolutionized our understanding of what happens inside us. After hours in the stomach, our food is now a semi-liquid paste called chyme. It's ready for the longest and maybe the most crucial part of its journey, the winding intestines. 7.5 meters. That is the staggering length of the small intestine, coiled tightly inside your abdomen. And this is where the real magic of digestion happens. You see, the small intestine is a two-stage powerhouse. First, with the help of digestive juices from the pancreas, liver, and its own walls, it completes the chemical breakdown of everything, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, into their simplest forms. Then, the second stage kicks in, absorption. The inner walls are covered in millions of tiny, finger-like projections called villi, which create a massive surface area to absorb all those valuable nutrients into the bloodstream. So, what's left? Well, whatever is left over, mostly indigestible fiber and water, moves into the large intestine. It's much shorter, about 1.5 meters, and its main job is to do the final cleanup, absorbing most of the remaining water and some salts before the waste is eventually expelled from the body. But the human model isn't the only one out there. To deal with different diets, nature has evolved some fascinatingly different digestive designs.
Take grass eaters, for example, like cows, deer, and buffaloes. They're called ruminants. Their diet is mostly grass, which is full of a tough carbohydrate called cellulose. Our single stomach system can't handle it at all, but theirs is brilliantly adapted for the job. Their secret is a four-chambered stomach and a process called rumination. They swallow grass quickly, letting it ferment in a chamber called the rumen, where bacteria attack that tough cellulose. Then, and this is the wild part, they bring that partially digested food, the cud, back up to chew it a second time. It's like a biological recycling plant, making sure they extract every last nutrient.
Now, let's go from that super complex system to the ultimate in simplicity, the microscopic amoeba. It has no mouth, no stomach, no intestines. Instead, it just extends its body to form false feet, or pseudopodia, that flow around and engulf a food particle. Digestion happens right there, inside a tiny bubble within the cell.
So, from a human to a cow to a single-celled amoeba, the fundamental process is the same. It all breaks down into 5 universal steps of nutrition.
It always follows the same pattern. First, you ingest the food. Then your body digests it, breaking it down. Next is absorption, getting the nutrients into your system. Those nutrients are then assimilated, put to use by your cells for energy and growth. And finally, egestion, which is getting rid of the waste. That 5-step cycle powers nearly every animal on Earth.
It really is incredible to think that this complex chemical factory is working inside you right now. Every meal you eat kicks off this silent, efficient journey, a process that turns a simple bite of food into the very energy that makes you, you.